Son of a mother, puppy sucking, dog biting, weasel snarfing. Somebody come get this stupid thing. All right, ran over. I feel better now. Okay, here we go with round 472. Let's change intakes again. Another carburetor. I picked up a Edelbrock 750 4 barrel. We've already tried one of those, but it was tuned into somebody else's truck, and we didn't want to play with a whole bunch of the tuning on it, so I just picked up another one. It came with a rebuild kit, so I rebuilt it already. It was clean on the inside. Um, I just changed the like accelerator pump plunger, gaskets, things like that. Made sure everything was clean, and we're gonna put the dirty old dual plane on it. We'll clean it up a little. Same intake that was on it last year. It ran pretty good with that intake, so we're gonna, fingers crossed, hope it works again. I'm not 100% certain what we got going on, but did some more research on it, and I think we got a whole bunch of compounding issues going on. Valve lash is wrong. I finally found the specs on the camshaft. I had to do some digging for that. Supposed to be 16 thousandths hot. So with the aluminum heads, we're going to take them down to 10 thousandths cold. That way, by the time everything heats up, the heads swell, things like that, we should be right in that 16 thousandths range. So we got to lash those. We are going to lock out the timing. We are not going to use vacuum advance. I'm not sure if that's hurting us or not, but we're going to lock it out. Guesstimate the timing, as best we can. And we'll put a timing light on it, but the timing tab doesn't go that far on this one. It only goes up to, I think, 16, and we're looking for 32 at full advance. So by the time the mechanical advance kicks in and stuff like that, we want to be around that 32 mark. And then hopefully that'll work. Let's hop to it. All right. So here's one of the issues I think we're running into. Or call it 2 1/4. Obviously measuring from the 1-inch mark to 3 1/4, 2 1/4 tall. Intake gaskets are 2 inches. So there's a 1/4 inch difference. The gasket should make that up. We'll silicone around it just to make sure. Let's measure these. Inch and 7. So a little bit smaller. So silicone's going to be our friend on this one. I skipped over the part where pulling the carbon intake. You guys got to be getting tired of seeing that. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's like 2 seconds for you guys. There's a good 2.5 hours for me. Boring stuff. Changed the intake. Cleaned everything while I was in there. Glued the intake gaskets on. And then glued the bottom side of the intake. Put that on. Put extra silicone at the top of the intake runners. On the outside here, just to prevent any potential vacuum leaks. Put carb on with the spacer. I opened it up to a completely open spacer. And then primed the carb. I just filled up the bowls through the vents. And let's see if it fires. Make sure the plug wires are on. Again, we're not running vacuum advance, so no need to hook that up. I will remove it. I just haven't yet. Yeah. I'm guessing our timing is going to be a little off because obviously I had to pull the distributor to change the intake, so it may not bark right off, but we should be close. A little too much advance. Okay, we had jumped a tooth with the distributor, so we reset it. Go ahead, see what it'll do. Well, she's back under her own power. Thank goodness. It's about ready to give up on the old girl. Send her down the road to somebody else. But a little bit of timing adjustment. That new carburetor, different intake. We're back up and rolling. Like I said, I think we had a compound of issues going on, causing it to not want to run, and then if it did run, it wouldn't idle, and just a lot going on. So the timing being off was definitely not a help. How it still managed to run, I don't know, but it did. And then the valve lash being off, that was a big one, I'm sure, because we were twice as far open as they should be, being that I set it to 20. Had to tighten them down to 10 thousandths due to the aluminum heads. So even if we did get it running right with that lash set, by the time those heads warmed up, it would run like poop. So, but I'm super happy. I gotta go pick up some plugs and wires for it. The wires that are in it were some Junkos laying around the shop because I stole the other ones for Murphy, the square body. So I gotta go pick up a new set. And then plugs, I have to buy the header plugs because the aluminum heads push the spark plug out closer to the header. So I got to go pick up a new set of those. We fouled them out playing with it so much, trying to get it running. It does smell a little bit rich still, but I'm almost okay with that. The research I found, basically not going to be able to use much, if any, of the idle circuit on this carburetor. It's going to be so loaded up all the time. We'll just have to clear it out before each run, and might end up having to buy a couple more sets of plugs throughout the season. But if I can't turn the idle down or turn in the adjustment screws, then it is what it is. However it wants to run is how we're going to let it run. So I might also have to get bigger jets for that Edelbrock. Looking into it, I think I need 113 or 116 jets for the configuration we got going on. When I moved it, I did give it a couple love taps on the accelerator. It didn't sound too happy, but the plugs are also fouled out, so they never run good like that. I know today's video was kind of choppy and hit or miss. The language I was using is not acceptable for YouTube, so I couldn't video it all. Plus, you guys have seen it 100,000 times, I'm sure. Taking an intake off, put the new one on, make sure you clean all the surfaces first, silicone everything, yada yada yada. Check in for the update on Murphy the square body. Probably going to put this video out first, even though I videoed the other one first, but it's not done. So there's going to be a surprise on that one. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Test and tune is April 25th coming up. So we need to have Elchoppo ready to roll. I am stoked and ready to go. It's been a long off season and we're ready to go back and play. So thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you guys next time. Get your backside trackside.